Explore the two pieces before you. What do they have in common? A similar palette of dark greens and blues, whites and grays, touches of brown and gold. Both paintings are seascapes. Both are roughly the same size. What is different about them? The seagull is in your face with the churning sea just below. In the other, the subject is pushed to the distance on a relatively calm sea. These two works, very similar in many ways, were painted by father and son duo Andrew and Jamie Wyeth. Both artists took inspiration from the environment around them, specifically the coast of Maine. Look again closely at Little Caldwell's Island. Andrew Wyeth, father of Jamie, paints mostly sky and water with the island deep in the background and floating vegetation in the foreground. This arrangement creates a sense of intimacy, yet distance. The scene is timeless. Son Jamie, on the other hand, creates a scene of turmoil that can be intimidating to the observer. Seagulls are a common subject for Jamie, and the warning shows the relentlessness of the angry gull. The action is happening now. Both artists, father and son, sought the same subject matter for these two paintings. Despite their obvious similarities, each painting is strikingly different in execution. Andrew Wyeth was born in 1917, the son of internationally acclaimed painter and illustrator N.C. Wyeth. N.C. Wyeth was famous for illustrating children's books, such as Treasure Island. N.C. saw the talent in his young son and nurtured his artistic training from a young age. Andrew eventually surpassed the fame of his father to become one of the most significant artists of the 20th century. Andrew often painted the environment around him. He painted in a regionalist style. Regionalism is a 20th century modernist art movement that highlighted realistic scenes of rural and small-town America. His canvases often depict the people and places around his childhood home along the Brandywine River in Pennsylvania, or in the case of Little Caldwell's Island, the coastline near his summer home in Cushing, Maine. Andrew was a great admirer of the American realist painter Winslow Homer, known for his marine paintings. Andrew's early paintings were often watercolors. A perfectionist always working to improve, he began to work with egg tempera. Little Caldwell's Island is an early attempt at this difficult and temperamental technique using colored pigments mixed with a binder in the form of egg yolks. Egg tempera became his major medium. This early work by Andrew Wyeth represents the beginning of a long and distinguished career that led to many major national and international awards, attendance-breaking exhibitions, and works in the collections of major museums around the world before his death at the age of 91. The son of Andrew Wyeth and grandson of N.C. Wyeth, Jamie Wyeth continues a rich family tradition in art. Born in 1946, Jamie Wyeth garnered attention as an artist at an early age. Much like his father, he held his first solo exhibition at the age of 20. The child of an artistic family, extending beyond his famous father and grandfather, Wyeth joked that everybody in my family paints, excluding possibly the dogs. Jamie embraces regionalism like his father and sticks close to home for his inspiration and subject matter. He often paints on his family farm in Chadds Ford, Pennsylvania, and on Maine's Monhegan and Southern Islands. Nothing interests me less than painting a mountain in Italy or a river in Nicaragua, Jamie stated. What interests me are the rivers here, where I grew up, and the things that are here, the things that really mean something to me. I think it imbues the work with a little more depth, makes it a little more interesting. Like his father, it is Jamie's sense of place that is compelling about his works. However, the son's paintings are looser and incorporate more humor than his father's. While Jamie is content to paint portraits of those closest to him, pigs, dogs, birds, and neighbors, he has also gained attention for his often controversial portrait work, creating images of Andy Warhol, a young Arnold Schwarzenegger, and most famously, President John F. Kennedy.